up everyone, hope we're all doing well. I'm doing amazing because Petr and Cory Sandhagen are currently beefing online. And why am I enjoying this? Well, I'm a big Petr fan. I also like Cory Sandhagen, and the fight that they did have all the way back in 2021 is my favorite fight of all time. It was an absolute banger, and I'm hoping we can get a rematch. But how did this beef begin? Let me tell you, Cory Sandhagen beat Deiveson Figueiredo over the weekend, looked really good, got the second round finish, injury, however you view it, but he had relative ease taking on Deiveson Figueiredo, and after he beat Deiveson Figueiredo, Cory Sandhagen started saying that he deserves a title shot, he wants a title shot next. He hasn't faced either Sean O'Malley or Merab, so he deserves a title shot. And because Cory Sandhagen asked for a title shot and said that he deserves one, Petr wasn't happy and went to his Instagram and put out this story saying, "Cory, you were good yesterday, but don't forget this fight. The only one who deserves a fight for the bout," on about himself, of course, and showed the fight between him and Sandhagen, and where he was just battering Sandhagen. And then this got a response from Cory Sandhagen. He was like, "Fuck that, I'm not taking this shit." He replied in an Instagram story saying, "You lost to both of them already. Our fight was 2021. I took on short notice in front of your crowd. You know I'm next, old friend." And to be fair to Cory Sandhagen, he brings up two facts here. Jan has lost to both Merab and O'Malley, and not only that, he did take that fight on short notice against Petr all the way back in 2021. I believe he was meant to have the rematch with Aljo. Jan was meant to have the rematch with Aljo, and then Aljo pulled out, so then Jan on a week's notice got matched up with Cory Sandhagen. So fair play, Sandhagen took it on short notice, but and you know what, in the defense of Petr, that is a massive style change. You know, Aljamain Sterling fights nothing like Cory Sandhagen. So although yes, Sandhagen came in unprepared, I would say, you know, Jan was kind of shafted as well because it's a completely different style. And then we have the most recent response from Petr about an hour ago, and he thought, "Fuck this, I'm not staying on Instagram, I'm going over to Twitter," as he put out a tweet saying, "We can find out who deserves it more in July. Same place. No more short notice excuse for you, son. And oh my days, I am fucking giddy. Give me this rematch." Because not only would it be a guaranteed banger like we saw in the first fight, it genuinely does make a lot of sense. I mean, to start things off, Sandhagen, no, you do not deserve a title shot. I do like Cory Sandhagen, but getting one win doesn't mean you automatically get a title shot. Your reasoning to get a title shot, "Oh, I've not fought Merab or O'Malley." Okay, that's not good enough. Just because you're not fought either one of the champion or the contender right now doesn't mean you automatically should get the next title shot. You're coming off of one win, a win that Petr has. Now, you may have done it a bit better, you know, much faster, but at the same time, Petr just beat him, and Petr is on a 2-fight winning streak, so wouldn't that mean that Petr is ahead of you? And Jan does have a win over you? So I'm not hearing this shit that Sandhagen, after beating Figueiredo, all of a sudden deserves a title shot. I think that's a load of shite. And then when it comes to the matchmaking side of it, it just makes a lot of fucking sense. I mean, the rumor right now is that Petr is going to be taking on Marcus McGee.
Bruh.
I wish I was taking the piss. That is just a rumor, by the way. I think it was said on Tim Welch's podcast, and I haven't seen anything reported about it, but that is just a rumor right now that Marcus McGee will be fighting Petr because Umar's still out with an injury and won't be back till later on, and Jan wants to come back ASAP. So fair play to Petr. Sandhagen took no damage whatsoever against Figueiredo. So why not book this for July? That makes a lot of fucking sense. Do 5 rounds again. And he's right. Sandhagen then doesn't have to rely on the excuse of losing that fight because it was short notice. He would have no excuses. And I'm not saying that Sandhagen uses excuses, by the way, because I do think it's quite valid. Yes, he did take it on short notice. It's a built-in excuse whenever you take a short notice fight. But let's be honest, if he gets a full time to prepare for Petr, that fight will be absolute fireworks. And I know that people don't like rematches, but let's be honest, this happened almost 4 years ago. Enough time has happened. They've had a few fights since in order to this feel like a fresh fight. And again, it would be a fucking banger. And you know what? Whoever wins this fight, yeah, fair enough. They definitely are the #1 contender. Then you would have Sandhagen, who just beat Figueiredo, and Petr, 2-fight win streak. Looks a lot better for him than just beating Figueiredo in the fight before that, losing to Umar. Petr, if he wins, that's brilliant for him. He beat Song Yadong, who's in the top 10. Figueiredo, who's in the top top 10, and Cory Sandhagen, who's in the top 10 as well. And who wins this fight? Well, you boys know I am very biased towards Petr Yan, but genuinely, we've already seen him beat Cory Sandhagen. I think he's the only person to beat Sandhagen solely on the feet. I think when everyone's beat Sandhagen, they had to use their grappling. I don't remember Petr Yan using grappling against Cory Sandhagen, but this fight is very compelling. I do think that Yan gets the W again, but I'm not stupid. I think Sandhagen would make this a lot more competitive compared to their first fight. I do think that Sandhagen has improved, and I do think him having a full camp for this will benefit him a lot, but ultimately I do think that Yan still beats him. But we know that Yan wants this fight. I'm just hoping that Cory Sandhagen wants this fight as well. Avenge a loss that you hopefully think you could avenge and you could get the W. Surely you'd want to avenge that loss. I don't want the UFC turning into a competition of cherry picking. You know, Ian Gary's trying to do it right now by saying he doesn't want to fight Joaquin Buckley. He wants a title shot after coming off of one win over ranked 13th Carlos Prates. And I don't think Sandhagen is like that, to be fair, but I do have an inkling that he feels like he's justified for a title shot, and that may prevent us from getting this fight, but hopefully we do get it. But what do you guys make of this? Let me know in the comments. Do you want to see this fight? Who do you think wins? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.